The subconscious mind doesn't argue with you. It accepts what your conscious mind decrees. So it is with your mind. You do not create love, you tune into it. Love already exists in your essence, and when you align your subconscious with this truth, love flows to you in ways that seem miraculous. Within every human being lies a silent power, invisible to the eyes, yet capable of shaping entire destinies. It is the same power that keeps the heart beating effortlessly, that transforms a seed into a tree, and that sustains the stars suspended in infinity. This power lives within you, and it responds to what you believe, feel, and imagine. The subconscious mind is like fertile soil that never rejects the seed planted. If you sow fear, you will reap disharmony. If you sow love, you will reap relationships that reflect beauty, peace, and harmony. Your mind is a magnet. Like iron drawn to a magnetic field, it attracts people, circumstances, and experiences that vibrate at the same frequency as your beliefs and emotions. Many think they attract what they deserve, but the truth is deeper. You attract what you believe to be true for yourself. If within you there is the conviction that love is scarce, that you will always be rejected, then without realizing it, you send that command to the infinite. And as an unfailing universal law, the subconscious executes it. But if within you arises the certainty that perfect love is your birthright, if you see yourself as worthy of receiving affection, respect, and true communion, then the entire universe bends to confirm your faith. Love is not an accident. It does not depend on luck, nor is it reduced to chance. Love is law. It is frequency. It is correspondence. Like attracts like, and what you sustain intensely in your heart will be molded into external reality. Think of a radio. It does not create music. It simply tunes into the frequency that already exists in the invisible space. So it is with your mind. You do not create love, you tune into it. Love already exists in your essence, and when you align your subconscious with this truth, love flows to you in ways that seem miraculous. Belief is the key. Prayer is not repeating words like an empty ritual. Prayer is an unshakable conviction, a mental state in which you already live the desired reality as if it were present. When someone prays believing loneliness is inevitable, that prayer is nothing more than words. But when someone prays seeing themselves loved, embraced, recognized, feeling in their heart the sweetness of perfect union, that image is imprinted upon the subconscious. And the subconscious does not argue, does not question, does not doubt. It accepts and manifests. See the power of creative imagination. A lonely woman, tired of relationships that always ended in pain, decided to change. Instead of repeating, "I can never find anyone who loves me," she began to imagine herself walking hand in hand with someone who respected her. She felt the warmth of a voice beside her, the safety of a look that said, "You are enough." Not long after, this image materialized. She met someone who reflected precisely the quality of love she had already been living in her mind. Coincidence? No. Law. When you imagine, feel, and believe, the universe responds. The subconscious mind makes no distinction between imagination and physical reality. To it, all is present. That is why inexplicable healings happen, why opportunities appear unexpectedly, why people find relationships after years of waiting. The secret was never outside but within. Love is the universal law that sustains all creation. Every atom vibrates because there is a force of union that maintains the harmony of the cosmos. When you love, you align with divine order. Love does not demand possession, does not imprison, does not fear loss. True love liberates, expands, and harmonizes. Disharmonious relationships are born of fear, distrust, the desire to control. But when you surrender your heart to the certainty that love is abundant, that infinite intelligence knows how to unite you with the right person, then you rest in trust. And the subconscious, obedient, opens paths where once there were only walls. Gratitude is the seal of manifestation. When you give thanks for love before seeing it, You declare to the universe that you have already received it. It is as if you said, "I trust so much that I do not need to wait for external signs. I already celebrate now." This spirit of gratitude opens invisible doors. Many are lost because they complain about loneliness, reinforcing what they do not want. But the grateful heart anticipates the future and creates the fertile ground for love to blossom. Overcoming fear and doubt is an essential part of this process. How many sabotage their own happiness because they believe they do not deserve it? The fear of rejection is only a memory crystallized in the subconscious, not an eternal truth. When you replace the thought, "No one will ever love me," with "Divine love surrounds me now," something transforms. Fear dissolves like mist before the sun, and the mind opens to new possibilities. Connection with infinite intelligence is the greatest secret of all. You are not alone. There is a presence within you, greater than any lack, deeper than any loss. This presence is the source of love, and when you turn to it, you realize nothing has ever been missing. When someone fills themselves with this inner love, they automatically begin to attract people who reflect that same fullness. Healthy relationships are not born of need, but of inner abundance. And mental and physical healing is also linked to love. How many diseases have disappeared when a person filled themselves with forgiveness, compassion, and tenderness? The body responds to the state. The subconscious stores emotions as seeds, and every cell in the body obeys this silent command. Forgiveness is not only a spiritual virtue, it is a profound medicine. When you release resentments, Yahai, the law of abundance is not limited to money or material possessions. Love is the greatest abundance that exists. No wealth is greater than lying down at night knowing you are loved and cherished. You do not need to choose between success and love, between health and relationships. The law is generous, infinite, limitless. The same power that moves the oceans is available to create perfect relay. And inner peace is the foundation of it all. Relationships do not cure emptiness. They only mirror what already exists within you. When your soul rests in peace, when you know that divine love already dwells in your heart, you stop desperately searching outside. And it is precisely in this state of fullness that life surprises you. You become an irresistible magnetic field because the subconscious mind transmits to the universe the vibration of loving abundance. And the universe responds. It always responds. Perfect love is not a distant dream, it is a reality waiting to be accepted. Many spend years believing they must chase someone to feel complete, but the truth is that no one can complete what was already born whole. True love is not the union of two halves seeking completion, but the meeting of two beings who have already recognized their own wholeness and therefore can share abundance. When you awaken to this truth, you stop begging for crumbs of affection and begin to radiate a magnetic force that naturally attracts those who vibrate at the same frequency. Think for a moment. How many times have you seen people who seemed to make no effort and yet always attracted healthy relationships, sincere friendships, true connections? That was not chance. It was vibration. Their subconscious minds were already programmed to believe in their own worth, and the external world, obedient, merely confirmed what was already written within. This is not about manipulating anyone or trying to force artificial bonds. It is about aligning your mind with the universal principle of love. True attraction is not born of effort but of resonance. It is like an invisible fragrance that announces your presence before you even speak a word. That fragrance is your silent conviction, your confidence in yourself, your faith that love already surrounds you. The subconscious responds not to what you superficially desire, but to what you deeply believe. You may say 1,000 times that you want to be loved, but if inside you see yourself as unworthy, lonely, always rejected, that is the command that echoes in the silence of the soul. And that is the command that manifests. But the good news is that any command can be replaced. Any belief can be reprogrammed, and the moment for that is now. Use creative prayer. Do not pray by begging for someone, as if you were a beggar pleading. Pray by affirming, decreeing, visualizing with intensity that you are already loved fully. See yourself in a relationship of respect, affection, companionship. Feel the joy of hearing words of love, of feeling the safety of being beside someone who walks with you. Do not merely wish for it. Mentally live this reality until it becomes so natural you no longer distinguish between imagination and actual experience. And when the mind wavers, when doubt or fear arises that it may not happen, repeat to yourself, "Divine love guides me. Divine love protects me. Divine love surrounds me now." This simple declaration is like an anchor that grounds your mind in eternal truth. No matter how many negative experiences you have lived, each of them can be dissolved by the power of a new conviction. The past is not a prison, it is only an echo. And the echo fades when you change the voice that makes the sound. Now imagine a scene, you standing before a mirror, looking into your own eyes, not to judge, but to affirm. You say, "I am worthy of perfect love. I am worthy of respect, affection, and harmony. My mind is a magnet for love." Repeat this with conviction until every cell in your body vibrates with this certainty. The subconscious records this new image, and life begins to align people, encounters, and circumstances to confirm what you have already accepted as true. Do not limit the power of love to romance alone. Harmonious relationships also manifest in friendships, partnerships, restored family bonds. Many who practice this faith discovered unexpected reconciliations, improbable forgiveness, new friends who arrived as answers to silent prayers. Perfect love manifests in all directions when the mind opens to it. And never forget, the infinite intelligence that created galaxies has not forgotten you. If the universe can keep billions of stars in orbit without collision, it can certainly align your life with the perfect encounter. Trust in this power. Trust that the right love will come at the right time, without effort, without despair, without anxiety. For love is not born of haste, but of trust. Each day, upon waking, declare, "Today is the day divine love expresses itself in my life." And live as if this were the purest reality. When you walk with this conviction, the whole world rearranges to confirm it. People cross your path, doors open, meetings that seem like coincidence reveal themselves as part of a greater plan. What you call chance is only infinite intelligence working silently to fulfill your faith. And if fear tries to say you can lose love, remember, what is true is never lost. Real love does not break, does not dissolve, does not fade. It is eternal because it has divine origin. Relationships may change form, but love, in its essence, is indestructible. And when you are rooted in this truth, you do not live in desperation but in trust. You do not seek outside what already exists within, but you share your fullness with those who have also awakened. In the silence of your mind, right now, plant the seed. See yourself loved, harmonized, at peace. See yourself radiating confidence, naturally attracting what is already your birthright. Feel the emotion as if it were real, because to the subconscious it already is real. Remain in this state day after day, and you will see how life bends before your faith. Your mind is a magnet that knows no scarcity, that does not believe in rejection, that does not accept the lie of eternal loneliness. This magnet is programmed by the divine law of love, and when you align with it, life becomes a mirror reflecting beauty, tenderness, and harmony. Perfect love already exists within you, waiting to be recognized. Harmonious relationships are not a distant promise, but a reality accessible now. Take a deep breath, surrender to the certainty, and declare, "Divine love expresses itself through me. I am love. I attract love. I live love." And when this conviction is engraved in your subconscious, You will not need to chase anything. Love will come to you, because that is the law, an eternal, immutable, universal law, a law already written in your very soul. If this video resonated with you, if it touched your soul and gave you the courage to start creating the life you deserve, please give it a like so more people can be reached by this message. Subscribe to the channel to continue this journey with us, and activate the bell to not miss any of our next videos. And finally, share this video with someone who needs to hear this truth. Together, we are co-creators of a better world.